I like to be dramatic. My favourite thing is photography because I like to see the world.
My favourite thing is rugby because it's cool.
My favourite thing is art because it's really fun.
My favourite subject at school is art. My favourite thing about school is that you get a range of different things to do. My favourite subject at school is maths because it helps you throughout life.
Good morning, I'm Lise Hudson and Rector of the High School of Dundee. I'm delighted to welcome you to our virtual open morning, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this glimpse behind the pillars of our junior years. We'll be taken on an amazing journey through the school by the experts who are going to show you their school. I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Julie Rose, who's Head of Junior Years.
Welcome to our junior school. Regardless of whatever stage you join at the High School of Dundee, whether it's nursery, primary 1 or our upper primary stages, we're always delighted to set you and your child off on your high school journey. At the junior school, we lay the foundations for all the children in our care to thrive and grow into young adults who can leave us at the end of Form 6 knowing they've had the opportunity and fully embraced everything that's come along their way. Our expert team of primary teachers work extremely hard to offer a consistent curriculum which offers high quality learning and teaching to everybody in their care. The building blocks of literacy and numeracy are at the forefront of many of our activities. We recognise the fact that if we get these areas right, we'll be opening so many more doors for our primary age children as they progress on up into senior school and to the life beyond that. One of the things we do really well is finding what everybody excels in, whether it's something musical, whether it's something sporty, whether it's academic or art or drama. The choice that the children get at the High School of Dundee is so great, so immense, that everybody manages to find something that they can excel at and feel comfortable and enjoy in. Everything that we do in junior years and everything that we plan and organise is done very thoughtfully, very carefully, and it's done with the sole purpose to bring out the very best in your child. I always say to my staff, if it isn't in the child's interest, then we shouldn't be doing it. And we really mean that. This is for your child, that everything that we do. We very, very much encourage open communication with our parents, whether it be through our homeschool diaries, whether it's email or a telephone call. I very much believe that if a parent has a question, I would rather hear about it very early and very soon. I don't want anybody worrying at home about things that maybe a quick question would answer and relieve any anxiety a parent have. The bond between parent and home and school and teacher is so vital at getting it right for primary age children. And I believe here at the High School of Dundee, we do that really, really well. Enjoy seeing our school, enjoy meeting our 6 tour guides, sit back and enjoy it.
Welcome to junior years. Come inside and see how great it is.
These are our core values: honest, kind, creative, resilient, confident and respectful. These will help us be better people.
These are the Egyptian masks we made in a 3. We had such great fun doing them. Egyptian!
We do projects throughout junior school looking at Egyptian food, and we make flatbreads, and moving through to pupils come here for a 6-week block and a 9-week block in L6 and L7, and it's wonderful to see these pupils progress to the senior school.
These are our Pupil Voice reps. Pupil Voice, they meet up to have meetings and they talk about how we can change our school to make it a better place.
These are our awards outside school. Like this is Rosanna with her gymnastic medals and Isabella with her ballet certificates.
These are our houses. In L7, each person gets a shot of being one, of being a prefect for our houses, and each assembly we get points for them.
These are our charities that we've donated to. We like to give back to the community.
These are our playground pals. They look after the L1s and L2s. If they're lost, they can help them.
These are our clubs from L1 to 3, but we also have clubs that stretch all over the junior school.
From L4 to 7, there's a number of clubs that you can join in, like gardening club, and you can also do climbing club in L6.
Before I was in junior years, I was at this nursery, and my sister was here too. Look, she's right here playing on a swing.
Now we're going to head into the L1 classrooms, and my L1 teacher was Mrs. Johnson, and we're going to go in her classroom in a minute. She was very kind, and I remember reading all these Biff and Chipper and Kip stories. It was really fun. As you can see, they've been doing some peacock artwork as Puz and twos as swans.
L1 is a very special stage. The children are like sponges. They absorb so much. They've got such enthusiasm for learning. I particularly enjoy the relationship that we build with our parents, and it's that teamwork that really makes a difference to the child and to their learning experience. The L1 classroom is exciting and there's always a buzz. Other subjects enjoyed include art and drama, environmental studies taught through topics, weekly library visits, and of course language, literacy and numeracy, which are at the heart of the curriculum. The L1 children have the opportunity to join in with co-curricular clubs, either at lunchtime or at the end of the school day. We use carousel teaching a lot. That's where children will move around the class in groups and visit different stations or activities. This is really important, as it's this range of experiences that really helps to embed learning. In L1, we use Jolly Phonics to teach sounds. This is a fun, engaging, multisensory approach, and it really gets children learning to read and write quickly. With each new sound taught, the children learn a song, an action, the correct formation of sounds. We make things to do with the sound, and of course we play games to help the children hear the sounds in words. The children learn to blend sounds together so that they can read words, and they segment words into sounds so that they can spell them. We use Heinemann to teach maths. We focus on number recognition and writing, and this leads on to addition and subtraction. The children have a home school diary, and in this we detail daily homework tasks, but also it allows the teacher or the parent to write notes to each other and to communicate. We also use our virtual learning platform Firefly to communicate a photograph blog, and this is a window into classroom life, and it really lets the families at home get a flavour of what's happening in the classroom.
We made friends with each other on the first day. This is Max. This is Zach.
We are a team, and when our youngest pupils come to school, they join the team, and their world very much becomes my family, my teacher and me, and we work really hard to build that strong partnership. So we have 2 classes in primaries 1, 2 and 3. Our classes are nice and small. This year we have around 16 children in each class. Smaller numbers are wonderful. Teachers have time, they have time to spend with your child, to talk to your child, to get to know your child, to find out what happened at the weekend, what's been happening after school. They really come to know them very, very well, and they treat them as individuals, and they're very able to cater for their needs. I would describe the class teacher as the homeroom teacher. She is their constant. She is the person that they see every day. However, we have specialist teaching in music and PE and IT.
We actually teach L6 and L7, ICT/computing science, and the technology department are involved within L7 itself. But as a computing science department, we actually have impact all the way from L1 all the way through to them starting secondary school.
We We also have a school mascot called Tay, a dragon. It represents Dundee, and his name is Tay because Dundee sits on the River Tay. On him, he has all the colours of all our houses.
We have each person in the school will have one of these, which is a little thing that looks a bit like a honeycomb, and it's got our core values around it. And then up at the top we've got our global goals, which are goals that help keep our planet safe, and every high school student tries to keep everyone safe and the planet safe by following these global goals. We also have something up, which is when Greta met Malala. Most of you will know who Greta Thunberg is, but Malala, she fought for the rights for women, and she is Greta's idol, so that was a really magical moment when she met Malala.
Welcome to our new building! Inside we've even got our own Woolly who's wearing a mask because of COVID. In this building is the L45 classrooms, Mrs. Rose and the deputy head Mr. Petrie. Let's go inside. Welcome to L4. We love this new building with Mrs. Fish and Mrs. Stephen. It's the best place.
This is the head of the junior year's office, Mrs. Rose's office. Now we're going to head down to L5 to see how they're enjoying this building. Come on. Here we are with Mrs. Morna KG.
In the middle stages, the curriculum changes a little bit, and we do the sort of discrete social subjects of history and geography, and also we do science as well as subjects in their own right. So rather than it being a topic and everything incorporated into one topic, we do the 3 separate subjects. This way we ensure that we're covering all the experiences and outcomes for Curriculum for Excellence. There's such a wide choice of co-curricular activities available in the middle stages. I mean, ones that we had available last year, there was badminton, there was netball, there was sewing, there was gardening, Highland dancing, such a wide variety of choice for all children who like all sorts of different activities. So we really try, they're on offer during lunchtime and after school, and we really try to get the children involved as much as possible to do as many different activities as they can, to learn new skills and also to make good friends at the same time. Well, when I was trying to decide where I wanted to send the kids to school, I spoke to lots of friends who had their children here who were so happy. They felt their children were really thriving at the school. So we decided to attend the open morning. And as soon as we came into the school, we felt there was such a lovely positive environment. And we knew straight away this is just where we wanted our children to go to school. It just felt so warm. You could see the children were all so friendly and happy, and we just thought this is definitely the place where our children are going to thrive. We also wanted to start the children in the junior school before they went to the senior school, so that they had time to settle in, make lots of new friends, and then they came a year ago and have settled in so well and absolutely love the school. I feel like they've been here forever already. And then I was lucky enough, I always thought it was such a lovely environment, not just for them, but when a job opportunity came up, I obviously applied for it and was very lucky to get it. And within a very short period of time, I felt part of the High School of Dundee family and part of the team, and absolutely love working here.
The junior years do a project on the Roman world and Roman Britain, and so I go in and I pretend to be a Roman soldier and tell them all about life in the Roman camp and so on as an ordinary foot soldier. Last year they seemed to be so convinced that I really was a Roman soldier.
This is our Trinity, which is a very important building for us as our assemblies and nativities happen. In our assemblies, some classes will act out a certain topic, and everyone else will learn something from it.
This is a drama and library. In drama, from L6 and 7, we work on exciting plays and we do have lots of fun. In the library, starting from L1, we can take books out and read them at home.
Here are some of the books that you can take out. There are different sections in the library. This is junior fiction, and then over there you can also get some fact books. And then in the section behind me, there's also senior fiction.
The high school library has some fantastic resources for the junior school pupils. Obviously everything is a little bit different at the moment, but we've got a fantastic digital library as well. We've got a digital library with lots of ebooks that can be taken out. We've got over 1,000 titles that are available for all different ages. We've got a daily newspaper that's available for all of the pupils to view online as well. We've got a fantastic amount of books. It's brilliant. There's something for everyone on our shelves.
Usually this is our senior fiction area in our library, but right now it's being used as an L7 classroom. This is my classroom, and there's our lovely teacher whose name is Mrs. Cooper. This is Mrs. Cooper.
Well, L7 is a really important year because it's the transition between the junior school and the senior school. So the children are based in the primary classroom. They've obviously got a very good relationship with their primary school teacher, but they're spending a lot of time with other class teachers as well. So they do some of their environmental studies with the other L7 teachers, and they visit senior departments several times a week. So for subjects like French and Mandarin, art, drama, music, home economics, they visit the senior school. And of course they go up to Mayfield twice a week for games and PE. So by the time they reach L7, they really are moving around the school very independently and managing their own timetable. We are in the junior school, we're in mixed ability groups. Apart from maths and reading, we set for those, and that ensures that the children have got the right amount of challenge in their lessons and that generally they're working with children at the same pace. We've also got a very busy co-curricular timetable. So there are musical groups meeting at lunchtimes, there are sports practices at Mayfield at the end of the day, and of course there's a range of sports fixtures home and away on a Saturday morning. But there really is something for everybody, so if you prefer Warhammer, chess, digital leaders, something of that nature, there really are clubs for everybody in L7. I think possibly a highlight of the year is our residential trip where we spend 5 days in the Opal Coast in northern France. Primarily, this is an opportunity to practice your French speaking and listening skills, but we have a lot of educational visits and we fit in a lot of fun as well. So we've got a high ropes course and we go bowling, and of course the children are very excited about the opportunity to travel abroad with their friends.
Our involvement in junior school begins in L4. We teach French from L4 through to L7 in preparation for them coming into Form 1.
We try in L7 to be part of the local community, the wider community, so we take part in Safety Ciders every year. We really enjoy competing in the Rotary General Knowledge Quiz, and we have Rota Kids in L7 who enjoy raising money, taking part in projects to raise money for different charities.
One of the highlights for me as charities coordinator is working with the children in the junior school because they're so enthusiastic, and it's so lovely to see them working at different charities events with the senior years pupils and being mentored and seeing them really contributing to the vibrant fundraising programme. Last year at the Billabong Bingo event, it was so lovely to see everybody working together and to see the junior school taking on roles and responsibilities and to get them into those habits now that hopefully they'll carry on with as they go through the rest of the school.
I have responsibility for the upper primary 4 to primary 7, but I also have a whole school remit for digital learning across the school. Unlike many of our comparator schools, we decided to roll our mobile device technology program into the junior years. And again, this was for a number of reasons. In terms of transition, we wanted to make sure that by the time the children become involved in their their more formal education and Form 1, we wanted to make sure that we had worked with the children to develop their skills in using the technology to enhance their curriculum.
Welcome to the Learning Skills Department. We are a small specialist team and here to really try and help our pupils to flourish in spite of any difficulties that they may face in their learning. In the junior years, we offer support with things such as spelling and phonics and reading and in-class support.
Welcome to the music department at the high school. We have lots of opportunities for pupils in the nursery and junior years to learn about music. We are very unusual in that we have a specialist music teacher teaching music all the way from the beginning of nursery to the end of the junior years. In those classes you can learn simple rhythm games, you get to play more complicated instruments such as the tuned percussion, and you will get to learn about all the instruments in the orchestra, all the instruments used in other kinds of music, and the history of music in various countries around the world. So it's a great way of learning about the culture across the world through the medium of music. You'll get to write your own pieces and play your own pieces. Also in the junior years there's a musical for all pupils in L6 and L7 every 2 years, so you'll all get the chance to be on stage and learn what it's like to sing in a musical and perform in front of other people. And these are the kinds of skills that, whether you're going to be a musician or not later in life, are really, really useful. Will give you confidence in giving presentations to other people and help prepare you for the move into the senior years when the time comes.
I know from personal experience the power that sport has to inspire. I want to ensure our pupils have the very best sporting experience they possibly can while at the High School of Dundee. I feel very lucky to work at an all-through school such as the High School of Dundee, as we are allowed to see the pupils progress from as young as nursery the whole way through to Form 6 when they leave the school. All junior school and nursery PE lessons are taken by our PE specialists. This allows us to provide them with a broad curriculum that covers numerous activities, with the core focus being the engagement and enjoyment of the pupils. The fact that we have specialist PE teachers working with our junior school pupils again helps build those relationships and makes a very easy transfer from junior school up into senior school. Our junior school pupils have a huge range of activities to undertake throughout their PE curriculum. This is constantly evolving and expanding, and by the time they reach primary 6 and 7, they may also be out in the fields behind me playing in rugby and hockey fixtures against other schools.
We're really lucky at the High School of Dundee that we can offer before school care and after school care, because we very much recognise that you need the care for your child to fit around your working day. So we can have before school care between 8 till 8:30 and then after school care from 4 till 6 o'clock. All our classrooms are then opened at 8:30 in the morning, with all our class teachers there present working with the children. Your child can come in for a soft start anytime between 8:30 and 8:50 to be with their teacher, to be with their friends. We very much recognise that our children aren't coming to school with people who live in the same street as them or in the same neighbourhood. So those 20 minutes in the morning are very important for the social development of our children, to have a soft time together, to build on friendships, to get to know each other and to start the day off together socially before the bell rings at 8:50 and we get down to the nitty-gritty of our maths and language and the day ahead.
I have my junior year's family, and I am that constant for my family here, and that they know where to find me, and my family are the pupils, the parents and my colleagues here in junior years.
If you wish to apply for financial support in L6 or L7, please send your application in by the 30th of November this year. I myself am a former pupil, and it really was the best thing that my parents ever did for me.
Thanks for coming on the tour with us. We hope you enjoyed it.
And we also hope that you come and visit us one day.
Hope we see you soon.
Bye!
Huge thanks to Isha, Alistair, Addie, Isabella, Rosanna and Ange. I hope you enjoyed the tour they gave you. I remember myself many years ago now walking through those doors into Trinity and going up to the Assembly Hall to listen to our first open morning, exactly in your shoes as a parent. That was my first experience of the High School of Dundee. We decided after that open morning that it was the right decision to move our 2 children to the High School of Dundee. I'm only sitting here today speaking to you as head of the junior years because my children came here. They came here before me and they opened the doors to me. My husband and I couldn't believe what we saw when we walked through the door first of all. The care, the warmth, the expertise that was on offer. Our children joined, one in primary 1 and our son in primary 5, both in the same year. But my husband and I still to this day recall the feeling that we had that after 2 weeks of our son in primary 5 being at the High School of Dundee, suddenly we had the feeling that we had our own little boy back again. He was exactly what we thought. He wasn't bored, he wasn't fed up. We had the son back that we always thought and believed that we had.
Thank you for taking the time to watch our film and to get a glimpse behind the pillars of the high school. You've been very welcome indeed, and we hope to see you very soon in person, where we can welcome you and your child into the school to have a taster day, to have a further conversation with us, or just to get a sense of the atmosphere and culture of the high school family.